Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fulton Street Beats. BASN in-ear monitors. You just may want to stick around for this because you might need these. If you're a musician and you're looking for a reliable headphone that's light and versatile, that's going to reproduce the tones that you really need to hear, these just may be for you. Before we get into these, let me give you a little history. I've been looking for a light, versatile set of monitors, and I'm always going with over-ear studio monitors for mixing. And I'm hoping these can replace them. At least that's the hope. And at the end of this video, maybe we can dive into whether that's going to work for us or not. So BASN is a company that ironically contacted me as I was looking for some in-ear monitors. And if you haven't used an in-ear monitor before, as a drummer, I like in-ear monitors because they isolate. I can hear the music as I'm playing to the music. So it's really good for drummers. Now, these aren't a Bluetooth. You don't want Bluetooth for an in-ear monitor because you get latency and you don't want that. So you want a direct connection, but they're supposed to be some heavy-duty cables included with these. So I'm going to take these as an approach where a lot of people don't look at headphones. I'm going to look at this from a musician standpoint. And are these good to use on stage? Are these good to use in a studio? Are they good for mixing? And that's my big question. Are they good for mixing? Because I can tell you now, I have about 14 pairs of over-ear, high-quality over-ear mixing headphones, and I am not pleased entirely with any of them. So this might change my mind on that. So they're rather pricey, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're a musician and you're recording, well, they're really not. They run around $175. I'm going to leave links in the description below. So let's dive into this. I haven't opened it yet. It just came. So they were kind enough to send it to me. And like I said, ironically, I need a set. I've been looking for a set, and these were actually on the list of the ones that I was kind of researching. So this may just be a blessing in disguise. So the Bmaster5, I'm going to read this to you. The BASN Bmaster5 is an upgraded version of the Bmaster series. It consists of a 10mm DLC diamond-plated diaphragm unit and 4 balanced armatures to create a crisp sound. Bmaster5 adopts Pentacon original standard PE connector imported from Japan to ensure a good connection and extend the connector's life, which is very important, especially if you're using these on a daily basis. Unique appearance and design makes your stage more colorful. So these are pretty cool. I'm actually really excited to see this. So specifications, 20 to 20,000 hertz, sensitivity 104 to 1 dB plus or minus. Impedance is 12.5 plus or minus 10%. And a drive type, like I said, is a DLC diaphragm unit, and it's got 4 balanced balanced armatures in it. Cable length is 4.9 feet. 4.9 feet of jack, and then there is a 1/4 inch adapter that also should come with this. So very cool. Now I know I'm rambling, but I want to make sure you guys get all the information on these because I know they're rather expensive, and Christmas is right around the corner, guys. So if you've got a musician in your family, these just may be right up your alley, provided we can get them out of the case here. All right. So presentation was looking pretty good here. Let me show you this. Pretty cool. We do have a product code on the back if you want to scan that and get more information on these. And I'm going into this kind of blind because I don't know a lot about these. So here we go. There we are. Enjoy your music with BASN. Okay. All right. So presentation's very nice. I didn't realize it was going to have a nice case like this. And here are our earbuds. But before we take a look at those, let's see what we have in the box. So we have an owner's manual, which is always nice, in clear English, which is always nice also. So that's a good thing. We have a nice sturdy case here. What kind of candy do we have in here? Wow. Okay, so we have various size earbuds up here. I mean, a lot. So a lot of replacement tips for your ears. We have noise canceling tips that I see in here also, which is also a good sign. I haven't seen that advertised, but yeah, these varying ones, and they have different levels of insert. They tend to cancel noise a little bit better if you're not familiar with that. And then a heavy-duty braided cable. Very cool. And then we have our adapter, which I will be using. It kind of screws on. Let's see exactly how that works here. There, oh, it just snaps on just like that. Nice positive click and feel. Wanted to be careful at first. And then in this little pouch that we have here, leatherette, I guess would be, we have another cable. So we have 2 cables that come with this, which is very, very good. And if I'm looking at this correctly, okay, so we have a multi-pole connection on this one, and then on this one we have a 2-pole connection. We do have a little cleaning tool here also, which is a very good feature of these. I'm pretty impressed with the packaging. Let's get this back in here. Let's take a look at the earbuds themselves. Okay, let's take a look at these in-ear monitors themselves. Now, they're a dark, clear acrylic. You can see through them, but they're very dark. They do say Bmaster5 right on them. They got a nice weight to them, but not overly heavy. Our plug is right here, which we're going to plug in. And then this is the silver model, and this has like little skulls inside of it. But how do they fit in the ear? Let's just check. They fit nice and comfortably in the ear, and I haven't changed any of these yet. But looking at the quality here, and I'm going to take this off. Yes. So there we got a little driver in there. I know you guys can't see that very, very well, but it looks to be a nice quality unit. Now, we've got to test these, of course, so stick around for this, and I'm going to give you my opinions on them. Now, keep in mind, this is a sponsored video, but I'm going to tell you the truth on these. If these don't suit my needs, I'm going to tell you. And at the end of this, at least I can tell you who they're good for and who they might not be good for. And are they worth it? Is there a value here? And I guess that's the most important part, right? So let's pull out this cable here and plug this in and see exactly how easy these plug in, because I don't know. There we go. Oh, yeah, insert's nice. They are labeled left and right, so it would help if I got the right ear, right? So let's do this one. Oh, yeah, there we go. Quite comfortable, and they're not going to fall out on me, and I can tell you that right now. Very, very cool. Let's pull the other one out here. Make sure there's no defects in this one. Yes, very, very nice. Now they give us a little Velcro strap here. I'm going to pull this cable out. You might want to get an extension for these. They do make extensions, and quite honestly, I would recommend an extension if you're going to be using these like if you need more than 4.9 feet. Let's plug this one in. And what I recommend is you put these on from behind and let them run behind your, oh yeah, very comfortable. So just find a position that fits well. Very cool. And what I like to do is when I use these, they're always kind of behind my back, like so. And I'm going to check these out. Let's check these out and see how they sound in a mix for one. And you'll get my reaction on that. And then I'm going to actually do a bit of mixing and recording to see if these work as a good studio monitor, because they should if they're reproducing the flat sound and tones that it should be. Stay right there and I'll be right back. Check 1 2 1 2. Okay, guys, and I'm back. For right now, I am using my microphone, and I'm checking these out with the mic themselves. I don't have the volume very high, but it's producing a tone that, well, it should be producing, but I'm, with this mic, so that's pretty good. And as I turn up the volume, it sounds even better. So hopefully we're onto something here. Now let's check out some music with this and see how that works.
Okay, so there was a little test I was doing, just some quick mixing using these in-ear monitors, and I like them. I do like them. They work really well for mixing, actually. Just a quick mix, not even diving in and setting a lot of settings, but I could get my bass settings pretty good. Now, I do have some gripes about them. I'm not going to lie, but things always can be improved, right? But these are definitely a flat headphone that's good for mixing. It's good. It's a good in-ear monitor, but there's a few things. Number one is you got to get them in just right, or the sound is just not there. I'm monitoring myself right now, and it sounds really good because they're in the tips that come on it. Get rid of those because they were horrible. They weren't good. So they give you, luckily, a lot of options. I'm sure there's some in there that's going to fit you well. Another thing is it's really hard to get them in place because, well, they hook, as you can see, it hooks over your ear here and down the back. I like to wear them down the back. And once they're in, they're very stable. They're not going anywhere. But this is where the problem starts. And like I said, these are amazing. They're amazing headphones for mixing. I never thought I'd have an in-ear monitor for mixing that I would like to use. And they're comfortable to use. They fit nice. They're comfortable. Just takes a minute. If you're going to do any recording with them, make sure that you have them in properly. The downside, the major flaw, and it is a major flaw, because, well, these are for musicians. And the cable that they give us is right here. And they say 4.9 feet. Well, yes, in total, but that, there's a good foot here that goes separates to each side. Now, if we added another foot onto this cable, not counting the part that goes to the headphones from here, it would be a lot better. But honestly, as a musician, and me, just even working in these close spaces, I have my computer right here. My workstation is right here in front of me. And I am running out of, like, if I move back and play guitar, I start running out of cable. So that is something that they might want to work on. Maybe give us a longer cable. Now, if you're just sitting close proximity doing mixing, and that's it, in front of your computer, this would be fine. But if you're mixing while playing, which I do a lot of, guitar players, we do a lot of that. In a drummer, this would be really hard for a drummer because, well, we're on a stool. We have to run the cable back to whatever we're running our equipment into, right? So this is definitely going to be way too short for a drummer. So that's the only flaw. Now, but they're fantastic. Now, you can get adapters. Of course, you can. You can get your own and plug it in, which I'm going to have to do because I really like these. I recommend them. I definitely recommend them. They're awesome. And I'm going to leave a link to these because I do recommend them. If you're looking for something that's going to give you this high fidelity sound to really enhance your music, this isn't going to do it. This is going to reproduce it like it was recorded. So I want you to keep that in mind. It's not going to over-exaggerate your bass. It's not going to over-exaggerate your highs or your mids. It's a flat response. And it's quite refreshing, actually. If you want to hear music the way it was originally intended to be heard, these are good. They're good for musicians. Definitely take some getting used to if you're not used to hearing things this way. But this is the way to mix. I didn't think I'd find an in-ear monitor that would do what I wanted to. And finally, I found them. But of course, everything in life can't be perfect. And I think they got it down really close. Just get a longer cable. We got it really close. And another thing, if they could, is where these wrap around the ears right here. They have them kind of curved, so they wrap around the ears. But if they made like a more solid of a piece where it wasn't braided cable going around your ears, like so here, okay? If that wasn't a braided cable, more something more rigid over it to hold the headphones in the right location, that you're not fiddling with them, putting them in. Once it's over, they're on. But if it was like a more of a solid piece to sit there, more of a rubberized around at least where the ear goes, would be, well, it's not that it's not uncomfortable. It's not uncomfortable right now. And just so you know, I didn't just go boom and come over here. I spent some time with these to make sure that I was going to like them so I could really find the flaws. And like I said, the only flaw is the cable. And it's not that it's a bad cable. It's a heavy-duty cable. It works great. Just needs to be longer. And if they could maybe fix that. That's just my 2 cents on it. Do I recommend the BASN Bmaster5? 100% if you're a musician, if you're doing any kind of mixing or you're playing your guitar and you want to hear yourself with the music and blend it nicely, these are for you. They'll work good. And I'm not using these big, bulky over-ear monitors now. So I think it's fantastic. So that's my 2 cents on it. Links in the description below. Once again, thanks for watching Fulton Street Beats. A little odd review today of these, but I needed a pair, and I figured I'd share with you because they're good. They're really good. They're well built, and I dig them, honestly. I really do. I think you musicians will dig them too, although they will take a little bit of getting used to. I think you're going to like them. And remember, Christmas is right around the corner. If you have that musician in your family who would like really benefit from a set of in-ear monitors, these Bmaster5, they don't say in-ear monitor, but they are. They're a Bmaster5. They're an in-ear monitor. And monitor is a totally different set of rules than a regular headphone. So keep that in mind. Remember, it's rock and roll makes a world. Do that twirly thing and hit that like button, share, and subscribe on the way out. Peace, people.